Hey readers, what's going on? It's Jeff back with another video. This time around I'm going to show you and give a tutorial on drafting. Now I chose my favorite set of AVR to draft from. I know, you guys may be thinking, what is he thinking? But AVR happens to be my favorite draft set thus far. Kind of crazy, but it's true. It has removal, it has creatures that do a lot of things, I think, of damage, a lot of just different obnoxious things as well. So all in all, I think it's a really good set to draft, and I'm going to hopefully give you a pretty good tutorial on it through these videos. So to take a look at my first pack, I have a Flying Angel. This creature I really think is underwhelming, and I will never ever draft that in this set. What you're trying to look for is always, is there removal? Is there a creature base that is powerful? And what would keep you alive and deal the most damage in the most quickest possible way? This pack has a good removal card that I think I'm going to rip. It's in red, and I'm going to go ahead and take it. Looks like I got another piece of removal. Removal is always a good thing to take. It also does direct damage, as well as getting rid of a threat from the battlefield. Now, not every creature will have a 2 toughness, but it does get rid of a lot of early threats or maybe flyers that are 2/2s or 3/2s that you just can't normally deal with. Um, so I really, really think it's a great thing and a really good pick to choose, if not all the time. Go ahead and choose that. I keep getting the removal. Mad Prophet's pretty good because I get to discard a card. Or I mean, I get to draw a card on the cost of discarding. Moorland Inquisitor is also really good, but with removal keep coming my way, I think I'm going to have to take removal and build up my creature density in the next couple of packs or the next couple of passes. So, and I think that's a good suggestion for anyone going into this because um, it really is just that. I mean, it has a lot of power of removing a creature from the battlefield, and then dealing with it for the rest of the game, if that too. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick the third pillar frame and see what I'm past next. All right. So this pack has a Deathwind, which is also a really good piece of removal. But let's see if there's any good creatures in here. Moorland Geist is pretty good. It's a good fog bank, I would say, from this sets, um, as well as a good creature. So I could take Deathwind and have my fourth piece of removal, and then start building creature base from there as well, which I think I might do. But black is really, really bad for creature bases, and I don't know if I want to splash. Um, but I also don't want to be played on me. And that's the thing you always got to think about too. Like you got to think about your ins and outs and hate drafting. Hate drafting is really kind of a key component to the limited format because you don't want something so powerful to be used against you. Uh, that'll just be overwhelming at sometimes. Uh, and then I get Thunderbolt. So good. I could go mono red here. But I do need to start building a creature base because this is really, really weak at this point in time. Um, a creature base is important to me. And I'm probably going to be building that here shortly after I take the Thunderbolt. All right. Massive Components is a great card from this set, for especially for a limited format. I mean, you're drawing 3 cards and put a card from your hand on the bottom of your library. It's basically brainstorming, but yeah, it does cost 4, and it is a sorcery. But you're in a limited format where you're drawing 3 cards in one turn. I think Riot Leader is going to be my first creature pick, and it's a good creature pick at that too. So, but yeah. One thing you want to remember as well, getting into this, is also don't always just choose the rare. Always choose something that's going to be beneficial to you, that's going to help you win the game. What is going to be synergistic to you? What is going to go over the top for you? What is going to be the clutch when you need it to be the clutch? And you need to draft those cards. If the rare is not any of those types of cards, you can just pass the card because it really does not help at all. This doesn't have really a lot of anything in this pack either. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna take, man, Spectral Prison, just to hate it out. Uh, I really like Nightshade Peddler too. Nightshade Peddler is kind of ridiculous, especially if you get the combo in that enchantment from the couple of packs ago where you equip it or enchant a creature. Enchant a creature does 1 damage to a creature player, and it's paired with this. This is ridiculous. Um, and I have pulled it off quite a few times. But um, yeah, so I think I'm gonna take Nightshade Peddler. Seems pretty good. Red and green in this set are really, really good. Like really good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this. All right, like I said, not a whole lot of creatures. Normally, you don't want to do that because you do just want to start building a creature base. But I think in this scenario it's fine because I'm gonna make people not have a creature base, and then through these packs I'm gonna hopefully build my creature base, and still have enough creatures to deal with everything that's gonna come at me and hate everything out as well. Um, so let's see what we got here. Dark Inquisitor. That's pretty ridiculous. Dark Imposter, I'm sorry. Uh, Wolfier is pretty ridiculous. Heirs of Stormkirk is pretty ridiculous. So it's a pretty good pack. Before you choose any cards, you also always want to go over your pack. Look over every card, look at your colors that you're in already, and see if there's anything good that's going to come out of the pack. Now, in the first pack, I ripped a rare that was called the Dragon, or it's not called the Dragon, but it was a dragon creature. It's a 4/4, flying 1 in. When you end your turn, return it to your hand. With Angel's Tomb, that can be retarded. Um, I was over in Kansas City a couple weeks ago in Star City, and we did some team drafting. Had that in my deck, and it was just bonkers, absolutely bonkers. All right. Dark Imposter, I feel is just going to die to me anyways. So I think I'm going to take Heirs of Stromkirk. I've loved that card ever since it's been played. Demonic Taskmaster is also a very stupid card. It is a very good card, and it could be the one push that's going to push me to go to black. And I think that's what I'm going to take. Hopefully this card makes it back to me. You're also looking at things that what are going to table you. Like, those are very important things as well. Like, looking at what things and seeing what things could table is always a good incentive to look ahead. Mist Raven is really good. So you're always like planning, hoping that something's in the table, but never expect it to table. If it tables, awesome, and choose it out in a heartbeat snap pick. Uh, so right now, you could go either way. If I choose Mad Prophet, I can definitely go red. Discarding a card to draw a card. Mist Raven could be beneficial as well. Ugh, so difficult. This is double blue. Also, you got to look at your mana bases, what's going to happen in the future as well, and what can happen for your mana bases. So you always got to be weary of that as well. Make sure, you kind of have a plan thought out in your head before you go into it, and what's going to happen, how it's going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Mist Raven here just so it doesn't get used against me in one time. Because I could also go in that color as well. Um, and just see what happens. So not a whole lot of good in this hack. I could take Alchemist Apprentice, or I can take the Haven Gold Scab. Uh, and have a good combo with this, with Haven Gold Scab and Mist Raven. Um, I don't think it's that good. Could also play this Alchemist Apprentice and just have it as a chump blocker and draw a card. Let me go ahead and do that. Vanishing Stroke is a really good card. I really like that card as well. Definitely it's got to be Miracled to be any value, I think. The Griffin is also good. I really love that card. I will choose that all the time. Righteous Blow is really good. I think the Drake is good enough to choose here, even though I got a Master Components. And I'm hoping, honestly, the Master Components tables. But we shall see. Oh, and I just got a Fettergeist as well. So it seems pretty legit. I can't believe Fettergeist hasn't been chosen yet, to be quite honest with you. Go ahead and choose that guy right there. And Scalding Devil, really. Very interesting. Go ahead, choose Scalding Devil. Like what I'm doing right now is I'm weighing my possibilities, my non-possibilities to my winning conditions, to my non-winning conditions. What I can use, what I cannot use, how I'm going to use it later, how I'm not going to use it later. Like these are all things you should be thinking every moment you choose a card and how you're going to choose your card. Because those play a definite beneficiary role in what your game plan will be later in the game. So always keep those things in mind. This really has nothing for me. I could take this because this could be annoying, and it did, so it's whatever. All right, go ahead and take Spectral Prison again because it's a control feature. Um, nothing really here except for another Rock Crown Goal. Let's go ahead and take that. Battle Hymn, no. Leap of Faith could be kind of annoying, but not really. So I'll just go ahead and take that. And Scab tabled, so that was cool. And I'll take Seraph Sanctuary and then a Mountain. So it looks like I'm going blue, red here a little bit, maybe the splash of black. And hopefully I can pull out of this somehow. Yeah. Oh, look at that, Entreat the Angels. Um, right, so that'll be my fourth Pillar of Flame. Don't know if I need that. I'm definitely thinking about hate drafting the Entreat the Angels, um, just on principle. Barter and Blood can be annoying. This is a really good pack. You got Entreat the Angels. You got Peel from Reality. You got Ghostly or Peel from Reality. You got Righteous Blow. You have Pillar of Flame. All really obnoxious things. Spectral Prison that could just be really annoying. Barter and Blood is just ridiculous. But definitely think I'm going to hate draft the Entreat there. Uh, Vanishment's pretty good. Vanishment can be annoying. Another Pillar of Flame. Um, definitely need a creature base, and I don't have one yet. So having a first striker can be annoying for the other person. I think I'm going to go ahead and take that. Fervent Cathar is really good too, I think. Um, so is Bladed Bracers if you're or like later drafting. That's still there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take Fervent Cathar. I think that's a pretty good choice because I'm going to be able to swing in for a lot at one point in time, and I want to not want a creature block. That is the plan. We got a Crypt Keeper, Barter and Blood. Barters and Blood can be really bad, especially if my opponent's my, I think it's left right now, is in black, so they could get really annoying. Debating on taking the Deathwind, because that can be real stupid of a card. So this will make him choose what's going on. I can only play into one creature. So they would take a death win there at that point.